welcome back at cloudbackupping.com. My name is Mauricio, and in this little video I am going to test Mozy's backup performance. That is, how fast can we actually back up? And I'm not only going to test this, I'm also going to test how easy it is to back your files up with Mozy. So after installing the desktop client, we immediately get a selection of files that we might want to back up, because Mozy is quite sophisticated in detecting which kind of files we might want to back up here. So it searches our computer for all the possible files. However, relying on the automatic file selection is fine, but I really want to have more control. That's why I prepared a little test folder here with 1 GB in test files. These are audio files, video files, pictures. So any kind of file that you as an end user might want to back up here with Mozy. So here you can see that it's 1 GB in size, and obviously I chose 1 GB because, for one, it's fast, so it's going to take around 3 to 4 hours to upload the data. And I obviously always wanted to have the same files to back up to the different backup service providers to be able to compare them amongst each other, the speed, the reliability, the restore process, etc. The backup speed is actually something that a backup provider can't really influence. It really depends much on your own internet connection. That's why I can recommend a service which is called speedtest.net. You find it linked in this article as well, so that you can test your internet connection speed and compare it with mine. And in this way, you can actually calculate how much your backup is going to take. So if I'm going to take 3 hours for 1 GB upload, then you can obviously calculate how much time you would need for 40 or 50 or 100 GB. So my download speed is around 13.6, 13.7 megabits per second. So, but for backup process, the upload speed is the decisive factor, because we want to send data to Mozy's service, and here I have a measly 0.9-ish, almost 1 megabit in upload speed. So, I mean, this is all right. I can back up my data with it. Obviously, it's not very good. Probably you have a better connection speed, so you can calculate how long a backup is actually going to take for you to upload to Mozy's servers. Okay, let's head back to the backup wizard here. Mozy detected my files well. You can see we have around 1 GB in files that we have to back up, and indeed, the folder I showed you was exactly 1.1 GB in size, so it detected the files well. However, I want to have more control, and this is why I'm just going to click on Next to select my files now individually, or my folders individually. And in the next step, Mozy tells me that my backup is going to take 4 hours. So for 1 GB, Mozy estimates 4 hours. And we're going to see now if it's really true, or if it's going to take way longer, or probably even shorter. So we're going to click on Settings to set our files manually that we want to back up. And here we have to differentiate between backup sets, which is the automatic categorization of our content, of our files that we have on our system. And here we have documents, music, videos, emails and contacts, photos. So basically every important file type that you could imagine. And obviously you can drill down into the different files so you can see exactly what is in the different categories. For example, in the documents category, it puts all my audio files, which is obviously not that correct. And this is one of the reasons why I would rather select my files manually, to be able to really sort everything out and put everything into the right categories if I want to, and the right folders if I want to. And on the other hand, we have the file system, where we can really drill down to our folders that we want to back up, or we can back up our file system entirely. So here, I'm going to go into our test folder, July, and this is where I have saved all my data. You can see there are audio files and several other files. And a very nice feature is that Mozy tells me how much of my quota I've used. So I'm using 2.2% of my storage quota, and I have a remaining 48.9 gigabytes. And also it shows me the quantity of files I'm going to store. I have 130 files to store. So this is a very nice detail. I always know where I'm at, and I can even increase my limit directly if I need more space. And obviously you have to pay for it, but I think this is a nice feature that you can theoretically do it all in the client. And now, when you have set up all your folders and checkmarked your folders that you want to back up, you just hit on OK, and Mozy tells you that it's going to start with your initial backup. So the initial backup, as I've already told you in my review, is going to take a while. So because Mozy has to upload all your data to their servers, the initial backup can even take weeks, depending on your data you have. So now we're going to just test how long it's going to take me to update and to upload all my files, this 1 GB, to the servers, and if Mozy was right with their 4 hours of time that's going to be needed to upload all the data. So I'm just going to pause the video here, and we're going to be back in a couple of hours, I guess. Okay, and we are back. Our backup took 3 hours and 12 minutes for 1 GB in size. Now you know how long is going to take your backup if you have the same connection as mine, and I hope you really enjoyed the video. If you did, please recommend the video to your friends and give it your like on YouTube. I would be really glad, and we're gonna see us next time.